Hi guys. This video is gonna be super boring. I'm in my dorm with my bed that's not made. I've had a lot of people ask me why I'm transferring. I don't know if I told you I'm transferring to ECU. So I wanted to make this video to kind of answer some questions I've been getting on TikTok, just to kind of help people if you are a student of color looking to go to UNCW. Let me make my bed first because I'm not. Give me a second. I have a huge pimple, so I put that on. Why did I pick this school? We toured and I love the school. The campus is amazing. It's beautiful. It is on the smaller side of colleges. We don't have a football team. We have the beach, which is like down the street. It's a good like transition from high school to college. With that being said, I'm finding that I have more restrictions than I would anywhere else. Like our dorm policies here, I live in a suite style dorm. It's one of the oldest dorms. It's kind of boring now because I move out next week. So our dorm policies, we have 24-hour visitation. We have to sign people in and out if they want to visit our dorm. I also forgot to say the other restrictions. I don't know why I only said 2. You can't have people of the opposite sex stay overnight in your dorm. You can't have people of the same sex stay overnight in your dorm unless you fill out a request for it. They do dorm checks like once a semester, which is actually really good. They just don't tell you what time. They tell you like a time frame. The thing that most people get in trouble for here is noise complaints. Last semester I was pre-gaming with my friends and the police showed up at our door. Yeah, my dorm is old. I don't complain about my dorm. I feel very content with it actually. She's cutie. I love her. Does it look like prison? Yes, but that's what most dorms look like, okay boo? So all these restrictions do is just cause people to sneak in. Like if you are a first year student, you have orientation, which is usually you spend one night on campus. My orientation, I did the very first session. I hated it. I cried the entire time. That was so bad. I don't know. I think I expected people to just be a lot more welcoming. I will say UNCW is a very cliquey place. I don't know why I just forgot where I went to high school. My high school was predominantly black. Oh yeah, coming here, that orientation, like I was the only black girl I saw. There was one other girl from my school who ended up going here. Me and her just kind of bonded over the fact that we were not enjoying ourselves. And I realized like this is a shit ton of white people. I'm uncomfortable, but hey, let me reach out. Reached out. No. And you ain't gotta tell me twice, okay? I just was very isolated my entire orientation. I didn't stay on campus. Any chance I got to leave, I was gone. I knew like orientation. I kept telling my dad, I was like, I'm gonna transfer. Like I already know. And my first semester here, I will say was your average like first year college semester. I went out every weekend. And the school spirit here is super lacking because we don't have a football team. Mainly they just rely on like the white frats. There's no frat row on campus, so it's like the frat houses are in the woods. I'm not playing. There's one right off campus, like right in front of my dorm that you walk through the cut and you get there. Anywho, I don't want to be at a frat that's blasting Pitbull back to back. That and the girls here are bitchy as I'm not used to that. I'm really not used to utter bitchiness. They have clubs downtown which are 18 plus. There's Varnish, which again is just EDM music. I don't know how we're I can't do it. I can't do it. And then there's Ibiza, I think. Downtown Wilmington is very scary. We are the #1 sex trafficking city, I think, in North Carolina. The university is very aware of Wilmington's history. The only successful coup that ever happened in American history was in Wilmington, North Carolina in 1898. Or 88. I know this is bad, but I know what it's about. Any college, again, you have to take introductory kind of class. Ours is called Uni 101 here. It's just a freshman class. My professor for that class was, I don't know how to word this nicely, so I'm not going to. She was odd. It was like 1 week. She was like, okay, we're going to talk about apologizing, forgiveness, da, da, da. But first I want to bring up Bella. This is a packed class, you know, this is a requirement. You need it for freshman year. It cut off, but she put us up there. She's crying. She's like, I want to apologize because you're the only 2 black girls in the class, so I got y'all confused. Mind y'all see me? Bad bitch. Sitting pretty. 1,000 foot a week. She was equally a bad bitch, but this girl was mixed race. And our names were nothing alike. Thank God for the sweet girl next to me. She was like, oh, thank you. Because I literally sat down and I was just kind of like, did that just happen? What? So I just left that class early and I took all my stuff. But that was the first experience I had here where I was just kind of like, oh my god. This other one I don't really talk about a lot. These incidences happened within the same like 2 weeks of each other. So I was at the dining hall, and again, our school is small, smaller than your average school. So you go to the dining hall, it's never like not busy. So I'm sitting outside. To get back in, you have to like wait for somebody to open the door for you. I like knock on the door, and there's like a group of all white men sitting there, and they proceed to like start pointing at me. So at this point, I'm just standing here. I'm like, all right, we're too old to be acting like this. 1, 2, wait till the door opens. This kind, sweet man opens the door. I'm walking by, I have my food in my hand, walking, and I hear, oh, who finally let the in? And I don't know if I heard or but I heard the first part. I'm not gonna say the rest of the story just because that was before I started getting into Christ. Amen. It did get heated because y'all, I just fear nobody. Those were two things that kind of happened here that I was just like, I'm good off this school, like I'm good. And if you're coming to UNCW as a student of color, please go to the Upperman African American Cultural Center. If it wasn't for the center, I would have transferred right then and there, which is why it's frustrating that they're getting rid of DEI initiatives, because it will get rid of programs like the Upperman Center. They did so much for me. They run everything that's Black life on campus, so I think that if you do come here, that's where you'll probably end up being, and I think that you'll be better for it. I learned so much about myself as a Black woman. I already knew in the back of my mind I was transferring since orientation in December. Spoke with my parents about it. I felt embarrassed that I like picked wrong. College is very personal for everybody. People have their reasons why they don't go, why they do go, why they pick the school they go to, whether it's financial, their program, diversity, whatever. I'm excited to transfer, but I feel this kind of like pull. Thankful to Papa Burwell, who just kind of said, girl, we don't give a damn, like nobody's caring that much. I will say I had fun here. It was a time, but I'm ready to get the f out. Why am I choosing ECU? I have a lot of friends that go to ECU. I have family members who have graduated from ECU and said that it was nothing but the best years of their life. I have already so much support there. I made connections with a lot of the Black Student Union. I'm excited. I feel nothing but excitement about transferring, honestly. I'm not expecting like, woo, but the diversity is already so much better. I felt comfortable there. As opposed to like me walking on this campus, I immediately tense up. And it gives you that big school feel. That's why when people are like, ECU, yes, roll mother pirates. I've just been through so much here that it's like whatever I go through over there, I promise you I'll be okay. Hey y'all, I'm back home, literally off the wake up. I just wanted to say that while UNCW did not work out for me, that doesn't mean that it will not work out for every single student of color. And I've had so many mentors who have really helped me with my time at UNCW, like getting through these hardships, who really enjoyed their time despite the small community. A lot of those people are such great leaders and take leadership and pride in that, but it's just not something that I felt comfortable with. If I am going to invest in my future, in my degree, I want to make sure that I'm investing in something that I'm genuinely enjoying. I just wanted to say that because I didn't want anybody to think that I was like bashing the school. When I was looking for like reviews necessarily on YouTube of Black girls and their experience at UNCW, every video I found was like 10 years old. So yeah, see y'all in G Vegas. Roll Pirates!